Hey everybody, it is Stork from Stork Plays Games, and I am here at Saltier Games, but I'm on the Stork Plays Games channel, as you know. But what I'm doing today is I'm unboxing Direwild. This is a Kickstarter game that I just got. I got the deluxe edition. This is the Kickstarter cover, so you won't see this in retail, this cover. I got the minis upgrade, I got the insert upgrade, I got the dice upgrade. The dice and the insert will be shipped later on. But I was so excited I wanted to do the unboxing video on it now, so I'm going to go ahead and cut into this and show you guys what's in the box. So let's get started. This is a cooperative sort of dungeon crawl where you have like animals as your pets. It's a really cool game. It is from Ironhoard Games. This is one of the best run Kickstarters I've ever been a part of. So I would definitely back from them again. See, this says Kickstarter Special Edition. Vaz is the guy's name who was kind of running it. I don't know if he's the designer. I think he was the designer, but I don't see his name on here anywhere. That guy is on top of it, man. If he makes another game, first of all, this looks like a phenomenal game. Second of all, you won't be disappointed. They are a well-run organization, so follow those guys. So I'm gonna flip to the overhead cam and we'll take a look at what's in the box. So let's crack this thing open and see what's inside. Oh man, I'm excited. Kickstarter edition. Big, good looking rule book. Book 2 gameplay. Book 1 intro and setup. That's cool. Let's see if I can see 11 pages on intro and setup. 14, 15 back cover, so 15 pages on the other book. So I'm going to move some of this stuff kind of off camera as I'm doing it because we got sort of a small area here. One of the important things, and one of the things I really liked about this game, is the save ability. So it's a dungeon crawl with a save function. And so if you see these kind of things here, they're so you can separate your cards, so your minions, your common creatures, your advanced creatures, your enemy AI, Karn, wounds, treasure. So all this stuff sets up in the box. I love that about the game. Again, I bought the deluxe upgrade insert. I also love, if you see here, let's pull these out. It says save game. So you can save your game in the middle of playing this, and that to me is just phenomenal because sometimes I want a deep game, but I don't want to play forever. So the fact that I can just stop and save is great. So we'll get to these in just a second. I want to take a look. I'm going to move this box off the camera so we can get a look at these minis. Look at these dudes. Oh man. The sculpts on these are great. Here's sort of your bad guys. Don't know how. Let me see if I can get a good close-up on these guys. Maybe it's easier if I do that. So yeah, those are awesome. They have little bases that go on them, similar to like a rising sun or Blood Rage, something like that. These figures look awesome. I cannot wait to paint this game. It's going to be great. Got what looks like a little punch board of walls, so there's some walls here. They also, the standard game without minis comes with this, which is your same guys but cardboard tokens. So that's why I wanted to upgrade of the minis, so you might have this instead of these. That's an option that people could get. Some good quality cardboard on our player boards here, so the different people you can play. groundbreaker. So it looks like there is a male and female variant of the characters, which is pretty awesome. Not a lot of games do that. It's pretty nice when they do. Some other little maybe player aids. And these are printed on thick cardboard. These aren't just like paper. So you got 4 of these. Some more characters here. I'm going to slide this back so I can put this out so you guys can see it a little bit better. The character boards. So these character boards are nice. The board is interesting. The board is kind of like this. And you have maps that go in the middle, and then you could like 2, so this is chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. So it's kind of neat because it has the one board, but you have all these boards, so I think there's a ton of options for expansions in the future to be able to just give you more boards, which is awesome, and more stories. So I really like this board. Everything's set up. It's very clearly labeled. Now you can't even see the whole thing. Let's slide that down. So here's your AI discard, your Karn discard deck, destroyed cards. Just a colorful game, a good looking board. So you can see better if I lay it down like that. So let's get into some of the components before I get into the cards. So we've got some jewels here. Cool looking jewels. We've got some wooden cubes. It comes with a green and a white die. Like I said, I did get the upgraded die, but that hasn't come yet, hasn't shipped yet. There's some standees just for the cardboard things. I'm not going to open those because you saw my minis. Each character has a character deck. So they have their different creatures, and you can build your character decks, which is awesome. Like I said, the game save deck from earlier, destroyed cards deck. So lots of different cards in here. I left my knife across the room, so let's see if I can get this open. And like I said, I did buy the upgraded insert, but this is not a bad insert. But what mine's going to do is, I believe, have spaces for all the minis and stuff like that. I'm a big fan of inserts. I wasn't sure how this one was going to be, so I went ahead and upgraded it. But if you didn't, this is not a bad insert by any means. So let's see if I can get that off of there. Pull these out. There's lots of different sections in there, so you can see to put different cards. I'm sure there's a reason for that. So it tells you on the decks like what the starting cards are. I think there's a misprint on one of them. Like it says 3 puppies, 4 kittens, and 2 carnally manises. That's what it is. I think that something on these decks are reversed, but no biggie. They've updated that online, so you know what to start with. Open these up, and these cards were shipped. Like, this is not shipped for this deck. It's just the cards packaged, and it was in a deck to protect them. So you do have to go through the cards and get them separated out to the right thing. But I wanted to kind of show, because this is one of the things I thought was so cool. So there's all these creatures, and most people voted for these things online through the Kickstarter, and they did some amazing artwork for these creatures. But the idea is you start with these puppies and kittens, and then you're building these creatures. And as these creatures like level up and things, you're building it, you're flipping them over and making a bigger, stronger creature by adding these things, and they're different names, and it's just very cool concept. So I think it's awesome. The raptor, that is awesome, awesome. Some of these birds, turtle, ostrich, these are just so, the art is so cool in this game. The card stock is nice. Man, this is good quality cards too. These aren't going to be flaking off while you're playing or ruined. The chameleon is cool. It's an angry looking chameleon. So these are some of the little bit stronger creatures, not the starting creatures of the puppies and the kittens. So let's take a look here and see if I can find some other stuff. All right. Man. Should have not left my knife over there. Just plastic everywhere. Everything's good and protected, so. That's kind of cool. It's got a game round reference on the box, I just noticed. Huh. So it tells you like what you can do. It's interesting. Alright, open up here. Some bees, polar bears. So again, these are some stronger creatures. Chameleons, foxes, raptors, wolf. Trying to find the puppies. The puppies and the kittens. Puppies and the kittens. I like too that there's not a ton of minis. So it won't take a really long time to paint them. Because a lot of times I'll get a game and I'll want to paint it before I play it, but I really want to play it, so it's kind of a pain when you're wanting to play something and you're in the middle of painting it. Probably, anybody who paints has probably suffered through that. Alright. Kittens. So they could have just used all the same kittens, but they didn't. So I kind of wanted to show that. So this kitten is a basic card, and it's a fluffy one. It says down there, and this one is a feisty. So if I were to combine these two, I could have a fluffy kitten. If I were to combine these two onto this one, I could have a fluffy feisty kitten. So it's just really cool. They put a lot of flavor text in here that didn't need to be there, but it's hilarious. This game is just so well done and thought out, and you can tell that this was like a labor of love for the designer, and it's worth it. There's a little corgi. So I believe the corgi was voted online, I remember that. And it's just cool. I voted for the war dog. I want to see if I can find the war dog. Some of these cards are Kickstarter exclusives as well, so keep that in mind if you're doing a retail copy and you're like, hey, I got that game you unboxed, but it didn't have the same stuff that you had. Well, that's because I got the Kickstarter version. Sloth. So those are basically your startings. You saw the mantis in there, which just said this person started with the mantis. You can see on the side of the deck. So we would divide those puppies and kittens up and build these decks to start. It is a deck builder game, deck builder dungeon crawl. Get in that box. There we go. And this is a griffin. See that right away. The Karn figure and the Karn art just looks awesome. I'm gonna have to spend extra special time and care trying to paint him, because that's painting on the tattoos and stuff is a little bit outside of my area of expertise or my limits, but we'll give it a try. I love that scorpion, the rock scorpion. Yeah, here's some real big, powerful cards. These are awesome. Incredible looking art. Just, gosh. The moose, I remember that one was voted on in Kickstarter. That's cool. The kimono dragon, I think, is what I voted for. I like the mammoth. Hippo. Super cool stuff. So those are some of your more powerful creatures you saw there. And we're getting down to the wire here. Let's see. It's not often that my unboxing videos go this long. This one's got a ton of stuff in it. So you would definitely get your money's worth on components and content on this one. Can't tell you for gameplay because I haven't played it yet, but I cannot imagine that they would spend this much time, this much effort to put out such an amazing quality everything else and make a bad game. It looks like an awesome game. Dungeon crawl deck builder. I like deck builders. I don't do a lot of dungeon crawl. I'm playing the Ninja Turtles game actually tonight with some people. There's some treasure cards. And I'm playing, I will be playing Star Wars Imperial Assault when I get it finished painted. So there's some cool treasure cards. There's some more. Oh, these are wound cards. That's not good. But again, these are, so the dividers, you put the cards in here and you can get to them quick, which is great too. Makes everything all separated out. A lot of games don't, especially deck builders, don't come with that stuff already pre-planned with separators built in. That's what I'm saying when I'm talking about like the components and how much work they put into those. So get in the box. Good. Two more down. Let's look at our game save box. Come on. Save. So this has got our enemy AI in it. I'm not going to show these cards because I don't know if it ruins the story or not. So I don't want to spoil anything. So I'm trying to rip this open. Gosh. But there's our enemy AI deck, so I don't think that's on camera, but that would show down there. Here are some advanced creature, locks. So I don't know what that means, but there is a locks. I believe there was a locks in there, so kind of cool. That's our game save, so you can pick up your game and pop it in here to save the game when you're in the middle of playing, that was honestly one of the things that pushed me over the edge. Everything about the game looked great. The fact that I could play a longer dungeon crawl game and just like, I'm bored, I want to do something else, save the game, go off. It also is cooperative, which I love, and it plays solo. So I thought, well, if I'm going to do a dungeon crawl and nobody wants to play with me, then I could play by myself if I have to. This looks to be Blightwood Minion level 4, so this looks to be something special. So this might be Kickstarter, I don't know. Here's Karn. Gosh. Whoa. Alright, finally got it open. So these are Karn cards, it looks like. So that's pretty awesome. Some Karn cards. There's something else, I don't know what that is. Minion. Karn's Dungeon, active minions. Here's some level 4 minions. So like I said, this might be a special one, I don't know. Because it was packaged separately. Level 3 minions, level 2 minions, level 1 minions. Again, enemy AI. I'm not going to show these cards because I don't know if they would spoil any gameplay, so I'm just not going to show those on camera. So let me package all of this up. I'll look inside here real quick and see if there's anything that maybe I recognize from remembering the Kickstarter. Well, they just look like some special characters. So minion level 4, level 2, level 1. So just some special minions, it looks like. Pop them down there. And that is our destroyed cards deck. So if anything gets destroyed during gameplay. So that's it. Let me put all this back in the box and we'll wrap up. Alright, well that was awesome, and that was everything inside the box for Direwild. I am so excited. I cannot wait to play this game, get it to the table. It's just great. So thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, subscribe, click like, comment below. Follow me at Stork Plays Games on Instagram and Twitter. Follow the Saltier Games channel on YouTube, and follow Saltier Games on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. See you guys next time. Bye.